It is the hour before dawn on a fjord in Norway, and the first thing you check, before your children, before the weather, before anything else, is the fire. It burned low all night under its blanket of ash, exactly as you left it. Good. In your world, there are no matches. If the hearth dies, someone walks half a day to the next farm and carries embers home in an iron pot, hunched over them like treasure. The fire is the heart of the house, and it has been burning without one day's rest since your grandmother's time. You are a farmwife of the north, and everything on this farm, everything, runs through your hands. You dress in the half-dark, a long dress of wool you wove yourself, an apron pinned at the shoulders with two oval bronze brooches, and between the brooches, on an iron chain, hangs the thing that makes you who you are. The keys to the storehouse, to the chests, to the locked box of silver beneath the bed. In your world, keys are not a chore. They are a rank. When your husband sailed east this spring, 4 months ago now, trading furs for silver, he did not leave the farm to his brother or to his steward. He left it to you, and the law stands behind you. You can own land, you can inherit. If a husband shames his wife, she can call witnesses, speak 3 words at the doorstep, and be divorced, and take her dowry with her. Rome never gave its women that. You have never heard of Rome. You have 30 head of cattle to feed. The byre is warm with animal breath. You milk with your forehead pressed against a cow's flank, hands working in the dark, and the pail sings. Goats next. The sheep are already on the hillside. The 2 shaggy fjord horses watch you over the rail, hoping for barley. Inside, you kneel at the quern, 2 flat stones, one turning on the other, and grind the morning's grain, shoulder aching in the old familiar way. Flatbread goes onto a long-handled iron pan over the coals. 4 others work under your word. 2 hired servants and 2 thralls, slaves bought at a market, like the tools and the cattle. You do not think of it as cruelty. It is simply how farms are run. History is rarely comfortable to live inside. The milk becomes tomorrow's food while you watch. Soured into scar in the barrels, churned into butter that keeps, pressed into cheese that lasts. Milk is summer's gift. Your job is to trick summer into lasting until March. If your hands are ever empty, something is wrong. There is a drop spindle hanging from your fingers in every idle moment, spinning while you walk, while you talk, while the pot boils. Wool becomes thread. Thread goes to the great loom standing against the wall, its warp threads pulled straight by rings of stone, and thread becomes cloth. And cloth, in this age, is power. A single square sail for a longship takes longer to make than the ship itself. Years of women's hands spinning and weaving for one sheet of woven wind. Every voyage of this age, every raid, every trade run, every far discovery hangs from cloth that women made. The men sail the sea. You are one of the women who make the sea passable. Just past midday, your daughter comes running down the hill path, skirts in her fists, shouting one word. Sail. Everything stops. The quern stops. The loom stops. A sail on the fjord can be anything: a trader, a neighbor rowing home, kin, or it can be the other thing. You send the small children up toward the high pasture, count the men within shouting distance, 4, and walk down to stand at the shore, keys wrapped in your fist like a talisman. The ship turns past the headland, and you know that patched grey sail, Olaf, out of the market town, come to buy your cloth and your butter, and he carries better cargo than salt. News: your husband's ship was seen in Dublin, all hands, Hull Sound, wintering there, home with the spring. You nod once, as if you never doubted it, and walk back up the path. Your hands do not shake until the storehouse door is safely closed behind you. Evening comes early in the north, and you spend the last light the way you spend it every day at summer's end. Counting. Barrels of sky, salt fish on the racks, smoked mutton hanging in the rafters, barley in the loft, hay in the barn. Winter here is not a season, it is a siege, and the arithmetic of the siege is merciless. So many mouths, so many months, so much food. Which animals can be fed until spring, and which meet the knife at first frost? That ledger is yours too. On the way back, you stop at the great grey stone above the field and leave a wooden bowl of milk for the spirits of the land. You are not certain it helps. You are certain it costs one bowl of milk. Some bargains you take. Night gathers the whole farm into one room. Family, servants, thralls, everyone under one roof, along one fire, in the long hall filled with wood smoke and the smell of barley stew. You ladle from the pot, you pour the ale, because brewing is women's work too, and yours is good. Then your son begs for a story, and the hall goes quiet for you. You tell of Thor rowing out to fish for the serpent that circles the world, telling it the way your mother told it, pause for pause. In a world without a single book, you are the library. Children fall asleep mid-story against the woolsacks. You finish it anyway. Stories, like fires, shouldn't be left half-banked. Last of all, as always, the fire. You rake the embers together and bury them under ash, closing the circle of the day. Somewhere far to the east, your husband sleeps in Dublin. Here, 30 cattle, 11 people, and one farm will wake tomorrow, because you counted, spun, salted, brewed, and stood at the shoreline with keys in your fist. The sagas will remember the men, the jarls, the raiders, the kings of the sea. But every sail that ever left this coast was spun and woven by hands like yours, and every warrior in every story was fed from a storehouse a woman kept. The ships carried the Norse across the world. Women wove the sails. Tomorrow, the fire again. If you want to live another day in another century, one is waiting for you right here.